Peg City Soundoff.
Yes, yes.
The end of March. This is the end of it for March. The last episode brought to you by Frozen Fire Studios, the official sponsor of March. But we are here tonight with Ash and the Arsonists. We're waiting for one more guy to come in, but we're gonna go live anyway. We're here with Ash and the Arsonists to talk about what are we talking about tonight, guys? What's the big news?
Well, I think the main thing essentially, and I'm just sending an invite in. I think the main thing is at this point, now that this is the next show officially, well, first off, the Burn EP, our sophomore EP, will be out April 11th. The title track is finally up on streaming after 2 weeks of BS and troubleshooting. You can definitely go stream it now. Yeah. It was too heavy for Power 97, but the next one will not be, and we're just trying to figure out when we're going to do that now. But April 11th, Burn, the EP, will be out, and we are doing the EP release show at our Cobo Hall, the Osborne Tap House. Hold on a second. Curtis texted me as my mom's birthday as mentioned before. Okay, so he might not be joining us. It might just be all three of us. So whatever. Anyway, so April 12th, Osborne Tap House EP release show with Sleepless and The Lovers. Definitely go check that out. We're working on getting some physical tickets for anyone who wants them in advance. Otherwise, just come down and pay the door. It's $10, and we just hope to see you there. It's going to be a good time.
Excellent. Huge show. 3 great bands. I've never seen Sleepless before, but their EP that they released last year, 2 years ago, it's fantastic. Obviously, you guys, I'm a big fan. This is your third time. This is Ash. I think this is your debut on the show. I think we had you on before, but you had no video and then you had no audio. So
yeah, I know. I'm glad it worked this time.
Yeah, we finally got you.
every time we do one, I have problems. I don't know what it is. It's my phone, or I'm pretty sure it's just me. So.
Well, every time that you try to upload a video, it cuts off like 30 seconds off over. You got to do like 3 times over and stuff. So maybe it just is the technology on your end. At least you're not still using that shitty laptop that you were using before you wanted to throw out the window. So
yeah. Oh, it works fine now. Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Glad to have you on. So the EP. Let's talk about this. I just plugged Frozen Fire Studios for being the promoter of the month here, but you guys did this at Studio 23.
Yes, and before we get into that, and I'll actually let Joe or one of these other guys talk about this. Frozen Fire Behind the Music interview with Jeff Descender is probably going to be coming very soon, maybe even this week. We got a few coming out, another one with Witch Release Radio, other stuff like that. But I'm just saying, like, since you mentioned it, that's coming out. But here we are on Pig City Soundoff. We're talking strictly about Soundoff business, Arsonist business. And Joe, go ahead. What did we do at Studio 23?
Studio 23, man, that was a time and a half. My God, there was so much fun that we had out there with Jody and Jen, and just to be able to work out there, and Jody let us really have a lot of creative freedom that we had. I didn't feel like we had on the first one, and just kind of let us play through our songs the way we wanted to play them. Very proud of the work everybody did. Jody had fun recording the drill. Like, we had a really fun time doing that. That was,
And our producer is in the chat right now.
Our producer is here.
Hello.
As a guitar player, Joel, I can tell you that more than 50%, actually more than 80% of the songs are done in one take on my part. Solos included in the rhythm takes usually, because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get the most raw sound we could for it, and the most kind of live feel for it. What a great experience. I know that Matt and I really thoroughly enjoyed being out there, and we're looking forward to being out there again this summer to do a secret project that is coming.
Yeah, we're lining something up around June.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that in a couple months, I think. But just the whole process of 23 was very fun, very welcoming, and the quality of the product that we ended up with is insane.
Yes. Both on Jody's end, on the engineering, Jen on the production, and she's actually, aside from her endeavors at 23, she's actually in the process of setting up her own vocal consultation recording service and whatever. Jeff, How are you doing? Looking forward to seeing
Yeah.
the interview coming soon. But yeah, as I was saying, she's setting up her own vocal service. It's as of yet unnamed, unlaunched, but when it is, or definitely message her now. Go check it out. She does great work, and that's just what it is. So definitely go talk to Jeff DeCenter if you're out there in Neepaw or the Westman area and you need some recording done.
Absolutely. Ash, I've never talked to you before.
Neither have we.
What was
He never says anything.
What was different doing this EP than the last one?
I guess it was just mostly just us just getting in the room and I don't know, just free to do whatever we want. And I loved it how Jen helped me with my vocals and stuff. That's the only thing I was conscious of. Vocals are very important, and she helped me, achieve a goal of trying to get the best out of me. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
Yep.
Awesome.
We all are. Shout out to Thomas as well. I
Yeah,
see you up there in the
absolutely.
chat, sir.
Thomas, hope you're doing good this morning. It was a late night last night there, bud.
This morning? Did you say this morning?
I think I said
Hey,
this morning.
I'm getting up too.
7:19 p.m.
That's how I feel right now,
Year
guys.
of our Lord, March 30th. So
I'm just getting up myself. Like I literally woke up 10 minutes before this interview. So after a long day of rehearsal.
So, you got a couple singles come off the new one already. The first one you shot the video at the Tap House. Really cool. Yeah, you guys are very technology advanced in things, and you don't hesitate from stepping out and doing something like that, right?
Right.
Matt, I've seen the drum cams. Yeah, you're a phenomenal live band as well.
Thank you. And let me say that the drum cam was actually more Ash's idea. He puts all kinds of little cameras and stuff on the stage, attaches one to my drum set, and we got some from the 40. We got one from the show at the park that we just did. But currently, I uploaded the whole set that we did at Side Stage in February. And just as a whole, and I know most of you are like goldfish. You're social. You're like attention span impaired, shall we say. So that's why for social media consumption, I'm just dropping them one by one each day for you guys to take piecemeal. And then we can just move on to the next little bit of content. But yeah, that was Ash's idea. We're always coming up with all types of new stuff. And I think the next music video that we're going to be doing, which we're looking at actually shooting at Side Stage, Ash here, since I've been editing stuff before, is going to be testing his hand at doing that because I don't know. I create collabs and other content, but it's a little too tenuous and too drawn out for me. So he volunteered to do it, and we'll just see how he goes about that because what I've seen is good so far.
Awesome.
Just been trying to really push the content. I'm watching how these bigger bands are putting together their the reels and stuff. The band Nothing More. If you watch their reels, they like to use the Insta 360 camera, and it does a really cool thing with a fishbowl kind of look.
Mm-hmm. If you ever seen the video for "Do You Really Want It," by that song, the whole music video is like that. Not even the reels.
Yeah, I just I'm really keeping an eye on what the bigger bands are doing, and I'm trying to bring that to what we're doing, so we look the same. Yeah.
All you can do is just
awesome.
take notes and do it the best you can, Yeah. So
try to make us look as big as possible. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, the fans really helped coming out to shows. We got super lucky with the TJ's Gift Foundation that those videos came out as good as they did because that crowd was nuts, man.
Yeah. Every time I think endless stream of content. Every time I think, okay, now I'm done with content. Somebody sends me 5 more videos. I'm like, okay, I guess these are going up too. And here's the thing. I posted a bunch of videos on my TikTok, and it's only the ones of you fucking around with the drill or soul, and those are the ones that get 700, 900 fucking views. Nothing else. You're the biggest hit on my. You're the biggest hit on my TikTok, and it's not even me.
That's great. Tell me about the event last weekend there.
Go ahead.
The TJ's Gift Foundation is a charity that is it focuses on keeping kids out of drugs and keeping kids out of gang life. And I worked with them about 10 years ago, about 15 years ago, actually. Oh my God. Oh, that's a long time ago. But yes, 2013, I guess 12 years ago was when I played with them and with my old band Mojo. And that's why I got involved with this charity. And Karen Weeb, the founder of the charity, TJ's mom, got a hold of me in, I believe, January it was, to get this all like, hey, would you be interested in hosting the Battle of the Bands? And I'm like, yes, absolutely. I'll just talk to the guys, make sure everything goes well. And so the day comes by, and I'm sure, like I was saying to everybody, like I don't think we had a lot of like super, like we're more excited to see the kid bands than we were to play ourselves, I think. And
No,
that
I'm always
changed
excited. I
real
don't care.
quick. That changed real quick when we saw how interested these kids were. Every single one of the bands was great. The band that won, Artery, I think was their name, was a little 3-piece, and it was their first ever show. It was, I can't remember a couple of the other bands' names, but they were very, very good. And you got to check out the TJ's Gift Foundation page to get those kids' information for their bands, because they were all insane. It was just a super fun day of mentoring the kids, and to kind of put on the show at the end, where we ended up having to play an hour instead of half an hour. It all just worked out for the best. And now we're going to be getting some new opportunities from that.
Oh yeah, more than you can imagine. We're going to keep that under wraps for right now. But
Yes.
oh boy, did we unlock we unlocked a treasure chest. We're doing that show, man. Believe you me. Wait till you hear this stuff.
Awesome. To the EP release party with Sleepless and the Lovers, how did you come about with getting those bands? I find you guys are very particular with who you play with, and that's fantastic.
Well,
What came about getting those bands? Because they're both great. I saw the Lovers. I think it was last month. I saw them at the Tap House.
yeah,
And they were
and
fantastic.
yeah, new music night. So basically, see, this is where I do a lot of networking and collabing and stuff like that. So with the Lovers alone, obviously, Rusty's the one singing there, Rusty Shackelford. That's just her stage name, by the way, not her real name. I think that's like a Futurama character or something.
That's not what you told me.
But anyway, I know her first off from my On the Fly days. I met her through Jamie and other people there, and she came upon my collab, said, "This is awesome. I really want to be involved in this." And we've done 3 so far, and she's scheduled to do another pretty soon. And I just figured, you know what the hell? We'll get them in there. And plus Joshua Gray from the Holly Davidson Band.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have all these people on the next time you do this anyway. So he's in the band too. We know them well. And Holly Davidson might be on Collabo season 2, by the way, but I digress. So anyway, there's just connections there that go back a while. And we just figured we get them on. And then Sleepless is like, with that, you get that aspect of it, and then we always had that sort of punkish element to our sound, that pop punk, just old fun type of stuff. What the hell? We've seen Sleepless before. Ash wanted to work with Sleepless on a show, so I reached out to them and let's see what we can do. And funnily enough, Joe is actually working with Bo from Sleepless on something else, which we may or may not talk about this evening, which now that I mention it, we probably will. So it's going to be a very convenient preview for what's to come.
So it really works out well, because Rusty and us, she came up and did at Six Pines with
that's true
for those weeks. Mm-hmm. So we played with Rusty before. I'm currently in a really cool project with Bo that we're getting stuff ready for the April 11th, which is the day before the EP release, which kind of is going to be interesting because I got to do back-to-back nights, and so does Bo.
90s tribute.
Yeah, 90s tribute night. That's research at the Park Theater. You can hit me or any of the other band members out, which I believe I should just share. Bo Turner from Sleepless, Alex Simpson from Pure Entry, Dag from the Dag Amont from the
Badlands
Music Space, and Travis Thompson on guitar.
Yep. Shout out to Aaron from Custodius. He's in the chat right now.
There's Aaron.
Yes.
And yeah, like this whole that weekend's gonna be nuts because it's the 90s night on Friday, and then it's our EP release on Saturday. Why we wanted to get Bo involved with maybe hanging out with us a little bit, same with Rusty on stage. Maybe we'll see.
Awesome.
Yeah, the goal is to try and make this EP show a little more special. And people, every time we go to the tap house, we didn't want to give them the same set that they've seen, so trying to change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Always give them something different every time. You know, you can get away with it for a few shows recycling if you go to a bunch of different venues, but when you come back, especially the main venue that you're known for, you want to make it worth the price of admission and just give them something more each time. So
Yeah, for sure, right? Awesome. Yeah, Thomas just says can't wait to see Sleepless again. Yeah, and he's correct. What a great lineup. 3 great bands that night. More shows. You guys got a bunch coming up. A couple have been announced already.
funny, I was actually going to mention that, and there's more to come. There's more there's one that's, I'll just say it'll be at the park, but I'm not going to give you the details yet. We're not allowed to disclose the details yet, but you'll hear about them. So after April 12th, let's think. I think Skyraid is having an EP release May 24th at Bulldog. There's going to be something There's going to be something May 31st, which may or may not be the one that I was talking about, but we'll leave that to when it's time to talk about it. After that, I believe disclose them. I don't know. You shouldn't. You, if anyone, should not be talking there, Aaron. Hold on a second. You know why. You know why. You're going to get a foot in your ass if you encourage that shit. But hey, June 21st, Guitar Night. On this program, I am sick, and I have enough energy to still say this. I got amped up saying it. Burn absolutely blew me away. We'll get to that in a second. Thank you very much. But yes, Guitar Night 2. You wanted it. You asked for it. You got it. Mr. Thomas, Henry, you guys, Ronnie, you were all talking about Guitar Night. You wanted to see it happen again. I made it happen. Rusty is in the chat too. Nice to see everybody coming out of the woodwork now. So yeah, it's going to be
the corner, like, let's go.
So,
Guitar Night 2.
It's going to be definitely heavier this time around on the second Guitar Night. Just a nice little evening of shred. It's going to be us, Skyraid, and none other than fucking Spectre, who you should absolutely get on the show at some period of time. Those guys are great. Like every show in 2023, I played with on the fly. We played with them on the bill. It's hilarious. Like they always just showed up on the same bill with us. So I know them well. So that's going to be a very fun evening. And then July 12th, I don't know, so some guy set up a show with a bunch of different bands at the Tap House. And I guess we're just playing there. I don't know. His name's Joel Morris, Joel Steinbach, something like that. I don't know. Oh, it's Joel Emerson. Right. Okay. Yeah. Peg City Soundoff Summerfest. Get your tickets now. We still got those available. $15, I believe, or $10, whatever it is. Come on down. We're going to be second to last at 11 o'clock.
Hold on. Is that correct, Thomas? Has that been a year?
What, Guitar Night?
Inaugural Guitar Night anniversary today.
I think it was the 31st, or was it? Well, okay. I believe I'll fact check that, but I'll hold you to that. It very well might be. It very well might be.
Yeah,
we can go back.
If that's been a year, holy.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna pull up the poster right now.
He's fact checking.
Yep, he's right. He's right. It was March 30th. It was a year ago today. We had the first Guitar Night.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
That was the last ever gig of Ronnie Ladderbrook and the Electric. And funnily enough, Ronnie Ladderbrook is going to be opening with his new project that he's doing. Not the Guitar Night, because he did that last year, but at the Soundoff. The Soundoff Festival, he's going to be the first guy, and we're second to last. Also, and if you didn't see him, and just shameless plug, if you didn't see him and my guy Brandon down in the U.S. on the Molly Hatchet cover, go check that out. It's almost at 4K. Let's push it up to 4K. That thing was smoking.
It was good. It was
good.
good.
Thank you very much.
I want to acknowledge Thomas on the burn. Hey, thank you. So I read your comments the day that it was released on Facebook, and that means a lot, man. That song is really special to us. It was a song that kind of probably could have got thrown away had Ash and I not sat and reworked it a little bit. Changed the tuning, messed around with a couple things, and it ended up being the heaviest song that we have that Power 97 can't play. And just the way we did that track was really cool. It's quad track guitar with 2 of me, 2 of Ash, and then my solo is kind of on top, and it's all in one take. So that is for me, that song is really special.
Wow.
So
And I slapped those vocal harmonies you hear in the verses on at the last second. I remember him and Taylor used to do that.
Yeah,
We almost let it slide, and I'm like, hold on a second. That was the very last thing that we did. I was about to go, and I'm like, no, this is a little too naked. This is a little too bare. We need to slap something else on top of that. I just put it on there, sprinkled a little more seasoning on it. I'm like, okay, there you go. We're done. Go. You can shave your playoff beard off now. We're good. So,
coming
that's
back.
what he does.
Coming back.
It's his studio beard. I don't know if we talked about this before some other time we were on, but he said every time that he gets in a recording session, wait, he'll grow it out. When it's over, dunzo.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a superstition of mine that I've had forever, and it's also because I'm like super lazy about it. Like, I forget that I have.
Fair enough.
And
I'll
tell you a joke. I'll tell you a joke after that we're not on stream because it's not exactly correct. But I will tell you a joke when we get off the stream. How about the beer?
What's with the bird not being able to be played on power?
Well, it was probably because of just the vocals, the harsh vocals, the stream, like the more metal elements of it, which Jen likes to take the blame for it. But I said, no, we were doing that beforehand, but she's sort of encouraging in the studio anyway, because why not? But it's just, I think it was just a little too extreme. It was a little too heavy for the regular Power 97 format, which is just, your usual active rock and stuff like this. I gave it to Ed Garcia and nothing against him at all. I said, I got to run this by my boss. It's pretty heavy. And then I checked back like a week later and said, yeah, it's too heavy. You got to give us something else. So I gave him another one. And I'm just waiting to hear back from him because he's going to be, I guess, on vacation for a little bit. And then after that, and not to say River City Rocks is going away, but he did tell me that they're doing a little bit of changing and restructuring about their approach of it, like what the day of the actual show might be and stuff like that. They're going to be implementing those changes after, but we are still very much in negotiation to get this other song out for you just after the EP, because by that point, remember that thing I was telling you about, May 31st, Park, something like that, keeping it vague, we'll be able to talk about it at that point. And we'll have enough time to plug. So by that point, we'll have some more stuff to discuss the next time that we go up there. So that's going to be what that's
for sure.
Ash,
awesome.
Ash, get the single in there now.
I was actually just going to say, to Ash a second ago here. You guys talked about guitar night, and Joe, last time you were on here, I asked you some of your favorite local guitarists, and you actually brought up Ash's name.
Yes, and I stand by that. I am the second best guitar player in the band, and he'll never admit it. He'll never accept the credit that he's duly earned. And no, I play literally from top down. I play with the best musicians that this city has. There is no question. I play with a lot of people. I've been playing with a lot of people, and I have currently the best four, including myself in there. I shouldn't do that, but I can.
Yeah.
With the four of us together, I've never felt this level of talent in one room. It is insanity.
The art of humble bragging.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
No. You see what he did there, though, right? You see what he did there. It's like, no. I'm self-deprecating. I'm only the second best guy in the band, but we got the four best musicians, including myself. But come on, I see what you did there.
Yeah, but Ash is he is I know kind of talking about you like Garrett here, buddy, but I love you, man. Like working with you has been the greatest experience of my life. Honestly, you both have, and even Matt Curry.
Even the bassists need.
He gets so mad at me. He gets so mad at me because I don't like bands if the bass player takes a long solo. And it's not that I don't like bass solos. I just hate bass players.
We're still in the middle of writing an LP. We're still in the middle of writing an LP. It's not too late to make a song with a bass solo, so he can stop me back.
I'm all for it.
Can you send Curry a little clip of that? Him just saying, even Matt Curry. Just send him that and don't explain.
I always just clip
no context before or after.
Yeah.
I always take little clips, funny clips of stuff and post them up. So
he's always mad. He's already mad at me about the Capitals jersey on Tuesday.
Oh yeah. This shit disturber right here. So
you're stirring it up, eh?
That's
you guys.
My job is
the two of you been taking this conversation so much. Ash changed guitars and no one ever knew.
Hey, I
I
was
just saw the
I was just
headstock on it.
I was just thinking because I grabbed it. Do you ever get confused with the band The Sound Off? Your
You
podcast?
know what? That's so funny you mentioned that. I went and saw them at the Tap House one night, and I had them on here like a month and a half ago, and I thought it was perfect. I had to have them on here.
Because
But
I was going to show you. They already know, but this is one of my favorite punk bands right here.
yeah,
You can see that.
aren't they so good though?
They are. I love
We
them.
might have something lined up with them. That's that's another one that that'll be yet to be announced. You'll see.
If
There's some people in this chat who know what I'm talking about, but you'll hear about that. You'll see.
Awesome.
Seventh String, if you guys are listening, send me a sticker. I need a sticker here.
Yeah, for sure. Right, they're another great band.
And Northern Royals too. You guys can send me a sticker.
Yeah.
This will be the band sticker guitar.
For sure. Yeah, Soundoff is so good. We I won't say much, but we have something lined up with them later in the year. God,
Okay, cool.
it is such a busy year. I was saying to Matt before we went live, it is such a big year for the Winnipeg scene. There's so much going on. There's so much music coming out, but there's so many shows that people have lined up, and it's going to be a massive year. And I'm excited, if I may just say for myself, to have this festival like smack dab in the middle of the year. I'm so excited for it, but I hope people have the energy and the time to come out to it with everything going on. Like April's nuts.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
April is like you posted the schedule of shows coming up, and then there's so many things to do. Like,
Yeah, I missed so many when I
That's
posted
the
that
tap
too.
house. The tap house is going to be busy every day of the week till the end of time.
Yeah. And there's festivals coming. I don't know if any of you watched the Riley Saunders episode, but he mentioned there's another festival coming up in
Yeah, he said
June.
that.
I think it's end of June.
I remember him saying that.
Yeah, Matt, you saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just so much going on, which is great. You know, keep the scene alive. Um yeah, so you guys got obviously we got the Summerfest coming up. We got 9 bands that day. Starts at 4. You guys are second last. Hopefully everyone can cooperate and get you guys on at said time, right?
Well, we always run on musician time, so by 11 you
Yeah.
always mean 11:30. So it's going to run late, but it's okay. People are going to be there. It's it's going to be a fun night.
Yeah, absolutely. Ash, what's your favorite song off the new EP coming out?
Changes, but I think The Unseen War is my favorite one because I worked hard on the lyrics for that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that one. That was my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, looking forward to it. It's it's such a big sound. The first EP is really good. Yeah, it's so good, but what has come out so far from this is such a massive sound. It's just really looking forward to it.
Additional thanks to 2 people before you continue. Dale McIntyre for the mixing, Jamie Sitar for the mastering. Those are 2 people, Dale especially, who you can credit, and we will credit for achieving that sound right there. We
were talking about it before we went in to record. Like I love Nickelback. I love their records. I love how big they sound. I was telling the guys, if we're going to go for a sound, can we go for that sound?
Mm-hmm.
And Darrow was the one who suggested Dale. He said he could probably help us achieve that sound.
Because you're talking about the biggest Nickelback fan there is, and he knows how to achieve that sound. So of course he's going to know how to do that. So I'm like, yeah, go ahead and get Dale. That's a no-brainer. And by the way, Aaron, you couldn't just wait till the next show, buddy. You're already in here plugging your own shows and shit. Okay, I see you. All right.
There's a guitar night coming up April 20th on here. I know Joey, you're involved in that. Aaron's actually involved in that too. It's a hell of a lineup actually. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty wild. You guys mentioned just kind of throwing a note there. You mentioned we're talking about the Lovers and Holly Davidson and Joshua Gray and Rusty Shackelford. They're actually on here next Sunday back to back.
Yep.
Cool night. I had Holly and Josh on here, and then I had to cancel on them. I felt horrible, but got them coming back on. But just talking about the Lovers, great band. Obviously, we're looking forward to the show at the Tap House. What's next for Ash and the Arsonists after the EP release, and besides shows, what you got anything cooking up?
Well, one thing is when we were out in Brandon, and there's another thing I'll keep sort of vague anyway. Yeah, Dale. Yep. Anyway, it's almost like a verbal tick. But when we were out in Brandon, before we did our actual show, we were on a program that a few other people, like Matt Corey, Bloodshots, other people have been out there on. It's called Manitoba Music Makers. So you go there, there's this guy, Frank McGuire. He runs it with, make curious about this. Yeah, okay, yeah. You should be. But anyway, stop dropping Easter eggs there. We can't talk about that yet. All right? Caleb's going to put a foot in your ass for that. But what I'm saying is this show, Manitoba Music Makers. So it's this thing where we did these couple little renditions of our acoustic numbers, or acoustic renditions of a few of our numbers. And then we did a little bit of interviewing and stuff like that. And that's a segment that will not only be out on the internet, but also be airing on Brandon area TV, like Westman out there. I don't know if you can get WCG TV out there, like over here, but if you can, definitely tune in. That's going to be on TV. We're going to be on TV. So there's that.
All I'm going to say is country tender.
Country tender. First it was chicken tender, now it's country tender. You might hear that soon. We did that for the Wheatfield crowd. But besides that, man, besides that, like I said, we're working on actually writing a full length, because you can only do so many EPs before it's just time to do that. So probably going to go back to 23 about that. I mean, we'll see. We're just in the writing process right now. And then, like I said, that show that we did for the TJ's Gift Foundation, that unlocked like a pot of gold of other opportunities. Like, there's stuff you're going to be like, oh shit. When it's time to talk about it, you'll hear about it. But believe me, when we say Arsonists 25, when we say Arsonists 25, go ahead.
Golf tournaments, all the other stuff, the chicken eating contests, hot dog eating contests, all the things for the kids. That's what we've unlocked here. Big opportunity to do some good in the community and help out with the kids. I'm kidding about the hot dog eating contest thing, but I know there's a golf. Oh no! There's a golf tournament that they do, and I'm sure we'll be asked to be a part of that, to go golfing, and me and Ash can just fuck some balls.
No, it's not going to be me. I hate golf. I do not have the patience. My attention span is this big for golf. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Good to give back to the community, though. Good for you guys.
Yeah. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of big stuff coming out of that. It's not even Arsonist 2025 at this point. It's Arsonist 2026, and I'll just leave it at that. You might have heard something before we went live, so you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I have my headphones on.
Yeah. Okay. You're trying to play dumb over there. Arsonist, but when the rest of you hear this, you'll be like, oh shit. It just got real. And who knows where it'll go from there. But yeah, it just keeps going up. So why quit now? I'm loving the trajectory of things that we got going on. And I was actually talking to another guy out there in New Jersey about potentially getting the Drag Me Down video on TV. That's going to be a fair bit of coin if we do choose to do that. Oh yeah, Arsonist 2027 too. 28, 29, 30, whatever. Into infinity. Yeah, if we choose to do that, that'll be cool. I mean, we're just always measuring out what moves we can make and just taking them one day at a time. You know what I'm saying? So that's
for sure.
About it, man.
Matt, I want to kind of leave you with something that's kind of your own promotion itself. But last night, I got to plug a band here. Last night, I was at the Tap House and I saw Sunbreather. That was the first time I saw Sunbreather, and they are phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get over Anna's voice, how good it was. And I know, well, I'll let you talk about that, but I may have saw something with Anna.
Anna, I have another collab coming out this week. It's going to be, she's one of a few guest singers on this, if you've been paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be this next one. Jen knows about it, and she is very excited because of the personnel. One person in particular who's on there. it's going to be a very significant departure from the content of what I usually do. You'll hear about it, but it's fantastic. We're just getting all the audio and video. Well, I've already got the video done. We're getting the audio and all the specifics wrapped up now. Most personnel ever that I've had on a collab. That'll be very interesting. And then you're going to see a lot more Winnipeg heroes collaborating with other Winnipeg people and other like people from the US or whatever. Like I'm just making as many moves as I can. Still to see the Van Halen cover. Well, I think there is actually footage of us playing Hot for Teacher, at least in Boisterous or somewhere else. There's footage out there. But if you really want to do that in terms of collab, I think I still got a cover with my American guy, Brandon, of doing Romeo Delight. If that's still up, if I didn't put that on private or whatever, you can go check that out. But yeah, absolutely. Sunbreather is great. It's not the first time I've had Anna on either for that series. Like back in 23, we had her and Callum on to do Canary in a Coal Mine by the Police, and Aaron Bacon for Disney Mystics was on that too. So
cool.
That was a fun time. You can go check that out.
I did not see that one. I will look back and find that one, but
I'll send it to you. You don't even need to look back.
Yeah. So they blew me away last night. Callum's guitar playing was nuts. He pulled out this 8-string guitar and like, wow. Like the friggin' fretboard's like, well, I can't see one. It's like huge on it, eh?
Oh yeah.
But I've never held an 8-string, but watching him play, I think was just crazy. And the songs, like, they were so complex, and oh my god!
If 7-string starts playing with 8 strings, will they need to change their name?
I don't. Maybe they should just change the name every year to a different string.
Same name?
What's that?
If I set myself on fire, can we keep the same name?
Do it.
Yeah. So Joe Callum, he'll be on that show as well. But yeah, another great band that's gonna be at the Summerfest, and I feel it's been placed out pretty well for, if you don't want to stay the whole day, you might have to stay the whole day to catch Ronnie Open. Sunbreather at 7. I think they're at 7.
I'm planning to be there the whole time.
And you guys late at night, like, my God, like the last 3 punch of Exo Murda and Ash and the Arsonists and Northern Royals, like, holy crap.
Oh yeah.
Well, the energy's going to start going down because people are going to be getting tired, and then Exo's going to hit the stage, and then it's the headliners all the way out. We're good.
Yep.
Everything's good.
That's no disrespect to any of the other bands. We're not saying you're going to create a lull in the energy here. I will assume everyone's going to bring it. It's going to be a fun time. But yeah, fatigue definitely sets in after a while.
Oh God, yeah. That was one of the hardest things. Was the hardest part of organizing it and setting it up was making the set order. Everyone was very good with it, but making the set order to make sure people, you got to. Who do you start with? You put Ronnie on there. You put the return of him, right? Pack the place at 4:00. It's just what you got to do. So, Summerfest tickets are out there. These guys got some. You guys still have some?
Darrow has all of them.
Yeah, I got them all.
Yeah, perfect. They're all out there. There's only, if you don't talk to the bands, there's only 2 left. There's only 2 of these things. Or you can get them online at Eventbrite. They're the same price on Eventbrite now. So
your golden ticket there.
The golden ticket. Ticket number 1 is hanging up. It's my wife's ticket. Gotta give her the number 1. So awesome, guys. Really looking forward to the EP coming out. You guys are gonna be busy. I remember last year when this whole thing started, when this podcast started, talking to someone, and they said, Ash and the Arsonists is like the busiest band in 2024, and it sounds like you may continue the streak into 2025 and into 2026. Let's just go there.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Good for you guys. Obviously, congrats on the success. Looking forward to it. You know what? I've talked to Jen. Jen's one of my favorite people in the scene here. Hopefully she's still watching to hear me say that, so she doesn't think I'm just bullshitting her when I tell her that. But she's stoked for you guys. So excited. She's always plugging you guys with things, and I remember seeing you guys when you shot the video at the tap house there. And
that was a crazy night.
You never seen them live before? We're like, no, I haven't. And then you guys just tore the roof off. So really looking forward to more of you. Yeah. 2025 is just getting started. We're only the end of March.
Yep. Only about 3 months, about to be 4 months in.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna give you guys the
yet.
I'll give you the mic here for the last minute. You're there's Jen. Take us away. Give your thanks, give your props, whatever you gotta do to end the show.
Okay.
Start with Matt.
Yeah, thank you. Let's go down the list for just the EP since this is coming out. Thanks again to Joe. I mean, Joe. Joel for having us. Sorry, that was a whatever.
That was a bow moment.
To Jen. Thank you to Jody. I think that's who I meant to say. Thank you to Dale. Thank you to Jamie Sitar for the mastering, and thank you to Universal Media Solutions, not Universal Music Group yet, Universal Media Solutions for making the copies of the CD. We're looking and getting physicals printed, and then we'll be absolutely good to go. It'll be up on streaming on time this time. And then thank you as well to Rusty and the rest of the crew, the Lovers, Joshua, and then Bo and everyone from Sleepless for joining us, and to everyone that comes out for the April 12th Osborne Tap House show. And thank you to Riley for booking us over there. Hope you got yourself a new phone, which I think you did, since I heard you lost it out there in South America. That's kind of crazy. But anyway, and all of those people and beyond, and for anyone involved in the future gigs and other stuff that we got going on, salute. Thank you very much. And I will pass the mic off to Joe or whoever else wants to talk.
Big thanks to the TJ's Gift Foundation for having us up for the Battle of the Bands and for a new future work that we do together. I look forward to helping out with anything that we can. And it's been a great time. And to our production team on Arsonists 2, which is now we can now call Burn. You guys have made our lives so much easier by making sure that we can put out the music that we wanted to put out. And I wanted to make sure that you guys know how much we are appreciative of that. And I'd like to thank my band members as well for putting up with my shenanigans for the last 3 years. It's
3?
I can't wait. Yeah,
it hasn't even been 2 yet.
Has it been 2? I don't know.
It's about to be 2 in a couple months.
To look forward to a full-length record with these guys is going to be insane. I cannot wait to get in there and do it. It can't come soon enough.
For sure.
Yeah, Joe likes to be naked from the waist down when he plays guitar, so we have to
stand up.
We have to put up with that.
Awesome.
It's not pretty. A lot of hair.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, you know what? Great having you guys on. Ash, I'm glad you came on tonight. I'm glad this worked out to have you on.
Yeah, I'm glad. Oh, we forgot to thank.
You're the silent assassin
add one more?
Up there. Yeah.
Add one more. We forgot to thank you to Adam for putting together the artwork for the EP.
Yes.
Push
it away.
We should. I guess we should post what it looks like soon. But he did a great job on it. It looks great. We can't wait for everybody to see what we came up with.
Well, we already posted the cover. The cover is up. It's just the rest of it, like the actual.
Nobody's seen the inside, and like it folds and everything. It looks good.
I was meaning to do that. I haven't done that yet.
Are you guys thinking of doing an LP?
Well, yeah, that's the next step.
No, sorry, like a record.
Yeah, you mean like a vinyl? Yeah. What do I have? Like $15,000 in my pocket? No, I don't. Not currently. However, if there is enough cash in our coffers and if there's enough demand for vinyl, maybe we'll look into it. Maybe we'll ask around about it. But at the moment, I mean, I think CDs and streaming is probably sufficient for now. And then we'll just
you can just go to like a pawn shop, get like any old vinyl, like Kenny Rogers one, just put our logo over it and sell it. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah, but then they're going to be expecting Burn, and then they hear The Gambler. Like, what the hell's going on here, man? Like,
they really changed it up on this one. Yeah.
That's what they country tender.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, gentlemen. Well, you have a great night.
Yes.
Hopefully you tune in next Sunday.
I intend to. That's going to be a good show.
Holly and Josh and Rusty. I don't know her name. I've met her 3 times.
It's actually Jen Dolphin. That's her real name.
Is that her name?
Yes. Hey, Ronnie just came in at the last minute.
It's the big man.
Yep. We were just plugging Flirting with Disaster earlier on. It's almost at 4K. Everybody, if you're seeing this, share that shit. Get it to 4,000, man. That shit went through the roof. It was amazing. Thank you for tuning in, man.
Glad you stopped by, Ronnie, right at the end. But we
love you, Ronnie.
Had some good things said about you.
We do. All right.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks for letting me know her name because I've met her a couple times at the tap house and I never knew what to really say. So I just
Just
said,
call
"Oh,
her
hey."
Rusty. It's fine. Just call her Rusty.
Right on. All right,
Yeah.
guys. You have a great night. I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Okay.
EP release. Looking forward to it.
Yes.
Tell everyone.
No, I came in the last
Ronnie
minute,
came
but
last
you can
minute.
watch it after. You can watch it and run it back.
Yeah, run it
That's
back,
the whole
Ronnie.
point. Okay.
All right. Have a good night,
Adios.
guys.
We're out.
All right.
Thank you.